measures I take to make sure that the team is disciplined both on and off the field really is just about getting them to buy into the program, getting them to understand their role, what their responsibilities are, and living up to those responsibilities. I think both of them go hand in hand, both on and off the field. I think you have to be focused in both areas. So it's important for me to make sure my team is disciplined, and when they're doing things out of character or not in line with our code of conduct and how we want them to behave and act, there's this big old hill down there at Parkland that we have a tendency to send them to kind of get them back in line. So, and the other thing I think is just about the relationship. If the kids believe that it's important to you, and if the kids believe that what they're doing is important to them, they'll do what's right. They'll take all the steps that they need to make sure that they are able to maintain with the team and be a part of what's happening here at Parkland. What are my aspirations of players beyond high school football? Really, to just be great men, be great fathers, be great husbands, and be great contributors to the community. Of course, I want all of them to get an opportunity to play football at the next level. Of course, I want them all to go on to college and get an education. But college isn't for everybody. But at the end of the day, I just really want them to be really great men, great fathers, great husbands, and great contributors to the community. Are there any players who are gaining college attention, and what sets them apart? Yes, sir. A few kids are getting a lot of attention from colleges right now. Of course, our quarterback, Riley Horton, he's 6'2", about 175 pounds. Riley has been fortunate to play roughly 20 varsity football games, and I believe that experience is going to lead to a very good year for him and our football team this year. What I think sets Riley apart is he's a student of the game. He's a very smart young man. He's disciplined, and he's a student of the game. And he's not afraid to ask questions, and he's not afraid to ask you why. And I think that's what really sets Riley apart. And also being a great student. He's a great student. He has a 3.6 GPA, so academically he's ready. Now we just got to put it together on the field. Other students, players who are attracting some college attention is our middle linebacker. His name is Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah's about 5'11", 215 pounds. And what really sets him apart is his work ethic. He's a great leader. He's a leader in the weight room. He's a leader on the field, and he's a leader off the field. Those two young men are very outstanding young men that I'm very fortunate to have as part of my leaders on this football team. In addition to him, those two, we have Antoine Hughes. Antoine Hughes is a two-sport athlete. Of course, he's a track star, but he plays with such great enthusiasm with everything he does. He's a competitor, and he wants to win. AJ is getting a lot of attention from college coaches on the track. So we're just trying to make sure that we're able to put AJ in a position to be successful. But I love what AJ brings to the table, his enthusiasm and his energy. Other kids that are getting some college attention, a young man by the name of Leandre Thomas. He plays both offense and defense for us. He is a three-sport athlete here at Parkland, basketball, track, and football. LJ's a kid who has only played football for a couple years, and that's the 2 years he's been here at Parkland. He's a rising junior, and he has an unbelievable work ethic, and most importantly, he wants to be good. He wants to be coached. So those are a few kids that we have that I think are getting some really good attention right now from the college recruiters. What sets Parkland apart from being and producing great athletes? Well, Parkland High School has a long history of being well known around the state. 2001, they won the state championship. But what I think sets Parkland apart from any other place that I've been is the family environment here. From the administrators to the coaches, to the teachers, the staff. Everybody is a family here at Parkland High School. And that's what really attracted me to the school back in 2013. And that's what really attracted me to the school when they had this opening for the head coach. I just believe that success is here at Parkland. And I believe all the kids can be successful here. And put in this environment, I think the resources that are here will help them achieve their goals. What measures do I take to ensure the safety of players during practices and games? Well, first of all, we do equipment checks. We do equipment checks daily. Our trainer, Zach Macklin, he's excellent with making sure he's available during all of our workout sessions, our practice sessions. Safety is most important for our young men. That's what we're being held accountable for, to ensure a safe environment for them. So we just try to make sure they have what they need. And if they don't, we try to make sure we get that. What has to improve to go deep into the playoffs or contend for a championship? Well, for us, a lot has to happen. I think, and we've started that already. Back on January 9th, we began right here in this weight room. The kids have been working really hard. They've been here every day. They have maximized the time that we've allotted for them. They're giving great effort. And what that has ensured is just a little more camaraderie amongst the guys. So building camaraderie, building that family environment, and then building confidence. I think I mentioned to you earlier, most of our kids have played 20 plus varsity football games. And I think that experience on the varsity level is going to be to our benefit. If we're good blockers, if we're good tacklers, and we play in really good defense, and if we're taking advantage of opportunities when we have the ball and score the football, I think we'll be a contender. But all those things have to take place. We're a young football team. Although they have experience, we're a very young football team. Our coaching staff is new, so we have formed a bond during this off season, both in this weight room, in the meeting rooms, in the film room. So preparation is going to play a big part of that. We're going to have to know our opponent. We're going to have to know what our strengths and weaknesses are and try to maximize those.